Now, External Affairs Minister Dr. S Jaishankar will be meeting with the Russian Deputy Prime Minister Denis Manturov and the Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov in Moscow today. He's already arrived there, and this is his first visit to Russia since the war in Ukraine began.
In talks with Mr. Lavrov, Dr. Jaishankar is expected to discuss regional issues and raise India's concerns over the continuing as far as the worry of food and fuel shortages are concerned as a result of the violence and Western sanctions. Maha Siddiqui gets us the details.
Just ahead of the plan for a price capping of Russian oil by the G7 countries, a crucial meeting is taking place today between External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar and his Russian counterpart Sergey Lavrov in Moscow. Just after the start of the war, Lavrov had travelled to India in April for a bilateral meeting with Jaishankar and called on the Prime Minister as well. S Jaishankar will also be meeting the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Trade and Industry Denis Manturov. Now, here's why the meeting with Lavrov is significant. First of all, the two are likely to discuss discounted Russian oil that is available to India. India is already buying it. They will discuss price capping of Russian oil that is to be imposed by the G7 countries as well. And this will take place, this conversation, just ahead of the G20 Bali summit. Meanwhile, India remains non-committal on the G7 plan because India is getting discounted oil from Russia, and India has already said that its own energy security is paramount priority for them. Meanwhile, the other discussion that is going to take place is not just going to be related to energy, but some specifics on the Ukraine war spin-off and the crisis that one is facing. Because of that, India is going to stress on dialogue and diplomacy to end the war. India is going to highlight the food as well as energy crisis that have emerged from the war and going to convey that neither side should resort to nuclear option.